Welcome to Tarot again. I have, I'm just put this on low. This thing that just came up, these cards that just came up now, as I was shuffling through the deck, I had shuffled for like practice. I'd done, I just was sitting last night, I was shuffling for a while. I wasn't stopping. I wasn't like trying to make things fly out. I was just trying to do it correctly and build speed and stuff. So the deck's all really well shuffled. I like riffle shuffled it, and this came up it suggested an as above so below type spread. Not right in the beginning. It came up across here, these on this would be the nighttime side. Wait, and then these came up across this way, and then these. But like the symmetry that like it suggested by the way they came up, like I put these out like this or something like that, and then these came out like this. And then I looked at it and I was like, what? I don't know. Like here's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords inverted on the ends. There's the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords underneath that. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Magician, the 7 Swords, the Lovers, the 2 of Swords, Death inverted, and the Devil opposing. Ace of Pentacles, Strength, 10 of Cups, and set the 2. Or is that a 3? It's a 2 of Wands. It's a 2 of Wands. So it has symmetry this way. And then it has symmetry out. You know what I mean? It has a as above, so below axis. Like these are down, up, up, together, together, together. No. Anyway. Interesting connotations. The Lovers opposed to the inverted 2 of Swords. The Magician, like, he does almost diametrically oppose the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords energy is so weird. I just was talking to somebody about it. I got a reading at a flea market. Punk flea market. I got a reading at a punk flea market, and I was like, haha, Justice came up, and she's like, what? The person, they were like, what's up with Justice? What are you thinking about for that card? And I was like, usually comes up with the 7 of Swords. It's funny that it didn't come up because it wasn't the 7 of Swords. It was Knight of Swords, and 8 of Discs or 7 of Discs. 7 of Discs, Knight of Swords, and Justice. But the person, the reader, handed me the deck and said, go ahead. Do you want to pull a card or shuffle or whatever you want to do? Feel into that. And I shuffled, and a card flipped. I didn't pay attention to what flipped. But I shuffled a little bit more after that and then handed it back. They pulled 3 cards. And then later, after I said that, they said the thing about Justice. They went through the deck And the Seven of Swords was the flipped card. And they were like, uh-huh. Anyway, they were saying about the Seven Swords energy and the Seven of Discs, which was also up. They're self. They're about self. Moving towards self. And this Seven Swords is somebody that is like gathering all their stuff and is kind of like looking back I gotta get, like, you're trying to get your laundry out of the thing. You go upstairs and the sock fell down or something. You're like it's like this greedy sort of weird grabby energy about the Seven Swords guy. You know, I mean, he's like, let's see, yeah, let's get him out of there. Yeah. Looking back. Holding the swords by the blades, duh, right? You don't even think about that kind of stuff a lot, you know, with these cards. That both hands holding the swords by the blades. He's got 3 swords in one hand, 3 blades in one hand, and 2 blades in the other hand that are crossed, and he's holding them like overlapped on top of each other with his, almost the way you would hold a pencil. Yeah. Sure. And he's walking. He's walking. Like, really, like, over the shoulder. Right? Isn't he not? Is he not? Yeah.